You may have heard that enormous amounts of money are being poured into our school board elections. I will explain where that money is coming from and how these groups are connected and have the potential to drain our public schools. In recent years, a group called the Parents Alliance has become a pipeline for far right school board candidates. Although school boards are supposed to be nonpartisan, Parents Alliance candidates are often openly political and engage in activities such as marching in parades with political parties and accepting their money. While the Minnesota School Board Association policies state that all school board races should be nonpartisan, there are no consequences for breaking that rule, and so Parents Alliance candidates disregard it. The Anoka Hennepin Parents Alliance is a branch of the Minnesota Parents Alliance. Though they like to pretend they're a grassroots organization, their financial support and political connections are anything but. I saw attack ads on local school board candidates streaming on TV and YouTube and noticed that they were from a group called Excellence Minnesota. I looked into who they were and found out that the Minnesota Parents Alliance and Excellence Minnesota both list the same YZeta address on their websites. In effect, they're the same group. When their financial report was filed, it showed they spent $157,000 on school board races. This is an enormous sum. For context, school board races usually cost around $5,000, or they used to before these outside groups decided to try to buy influence. At the time of this research, the Anoka Hennepin Parents Alliance was about to host a speaker from the Center of the American Experiment. And it turns out that the Minnesota Parents Alliance and the Center of the American Experiment both list the same address in their filings with the Secretary of State, showing that they are connected. So, what is the Center of the American Experiment? It is a right wing think tank. At first, their ideas seem pretty benign: free market opportunities, limited government, what you might expect. But if we examine them, many have trained with national groups that are actively working to dismantle public schools. For example, Katrine Wigfall, whom the Anoka Hennepin Parents Alliance hosted as a guest speaker on October 28th, was part of the Heritage Foundation's youth program and was later on their payroll. If you dig a bit farther, you see that the Center of the American Experiment is also listed as an affiliate of the State Policy Network. This is a nationwide network of conservative and libertarian think tanks. This State Policy Network is part of ALEC, the American Legislative Exchange Council, which heavily lobbies to fight unions, to resist healthcare reform, and to privatize schools through voucher programs. The Heritage Foundation works together with ALEC on these initiatives, and they recently formed a new group called the Education Freedom Alliance, whose express purpose is to enhance school choice through privatization of public schools through school voucher programs. Taxpayers foot the bills for kids to go to private schools. Why is this a problem? Vouchers undercut and destabilize public schools. Imagine you attend a school with 500 students now, but after vouchers, only 400 students attend. 400 students are too many to disperse to other schools, so the school has to stay open. The cost of heating a building and having administrators and office staff and the lawn mowed doesn't go down, but there are less students and therefore less funding. So essentially, the public schools become more expensive to run. But isn't it good to have school choice? Anoka Hennepin schools do provide school choice already through the Northwest Suburban Integration District and the magnet schools that give students options, such as attending a school with an arts focus, maybe a STEM focus, or a biomedical sciences and engineering focus. Anoka Hennepin schools are strong. In fact, we rank higher than the state and national averages. Do we have some more work we can do to improve? Yes, but we are not a system that needs to be dismantled. This November, cast your vote and tell the Parents Alliance candidates that our schools are not for sale. Be sure to check out the School Board Integrity Project, which works to vet candidates to find those who will actually work on behalf of strengthening public schools and supporting all students. Our community does better when we all work together. If you're a parent who wants to get involved at the grassroots level, Parents for Good is organizing volunteers who support students and teachers and want to keep our public schools strong. We will not be part of this plot to dismantle our schools.